fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers?
What's up YouTube, welcome back to Newpix, where we learn how to be better photographers by sharing experiences and mistakes. But today, it's a big day for two reasons. First, I just hit 100, I need another hand, 100 subscribers. I mean, like, your support has been invaluable, and it's been amazing how the channel has grown and how the community has been growing. I mean, there's a lot of people asking questions and people answering and helping out fellow photographers, and that's what we want to do on Newpix, like building a community where everyone learns and helps everyone. Today we're starting a new series of video which is called not Newpix but Youpix, is where basically I share your work and I showcase to the whole community so that you can get critiques, you can get suggestions, but most importantly, we can learn from you. Because if there's something that I really believe is that even in the work of what we call an amateur, I'm an amateur, we can learn something because there's something inherent into the art that every one of us can catch and every one of us can interpret it, and there's a little bit of talent in any one of us. It's just a matter of how hard you work on that talent in order to develop it and bring it to the next level. That's what separates basically very skilled people from people that is not so skilled. It's just how much effort you put into something. So for this Youpix photography episode 1, what we're gonna see is the Instagram page of Todd Anderson. He was like so brave to leave us a comment and say, hey, come and check out my photos on Instagram, and here we go. So let's jump into it. So what basically will happen is that I will give a quick look at all of your pictures that you have on your Instagram, Flickr and so on, and I will pick some of them that I think can help everyone learn something, because I think every one of us has a catch on things. Here Toddy likes to shoot birds, and I see quite a lot of what I could say wildlife, and while some of them they are pretty normal, they are just, let's say, some snapshots or things like randomly happening like this, which I'm not really sure what kind of bird is. It's a vulture. So Toddster says, why I wouldn't pick this as a keeper? Because first of all, like when you shoot wildlife, you might want to fill your image with the subject, unless you want to show the context that your subject is in it. If it's an interesting context, like a lion into the savannah in the middle of a group of other lions, or there's something happening. But if you're just shooting birds, then most likely you want to fill in the image with the birds. But among all of these, the one that catches my attention, for example, is this one. For different reasons. I find first of all very nice the contrast between the blue and the turquoise sky and the yellowish tint of the branches and the bird. So it's a pretty kind of reduced palette that works really nicely. Second, you have this nice compositional element like the line of the branches that cut almost exactly in half the whole square that Instagram gives us as Canva. And then there's something happening. I mean, there are two birds almost looking at each other, like if they're communicating. So there is kind of a story into this shot. And this, in my opinion, it works much better than this, for example, or even this. And I see that Todd has done something similar into this shot. I don't think it works that well as the other one. There is too much mess and noise into the image compared to the other ones where you remember you have a reduced palette, you have a clear background. So something that I see, Todd, is that some of the pictures, they are like blurry, like this one is blurry. This one is nice, might be a very good black and white image, but it's blurry. Like also this one is blurry, so I don't know really why you would select those or like take them as a keeper. And then another image that I would like to review with you, and I think Todd did a good job in improving, going again on the same location or like just trying to shoot different angles. I think these two images, they were taken at the same spot. I mean, they are both shot on the 13th of May and they feature the same stuff. They feature water, some compositional element, they feature trees, foliage, but the difference between this one and this one, which in my opinion this one works much better, and I think that this is taken with a long lens, I'm not sure, but Todd can confirm that this as composition is much weaker. Why? Because you don't get to see the depth of the composition while here, shooting at a lower angle, you can clearly see that you're drawn into the image because you can jump from this element to this element to this element to this element and then to the background. So basically your eye is drawn into the image. Now, of course, this could have been probably done in a different way, but I think that between these two shots, the reason why one works and this one doesn't work is just a matter of perspective, how well you use the compositional element that you have in place, how well you can build depth in your picture. Basically here, there's no depth because there is this foliage here and these branches that are basically not letting you see behind. So you are putting an obstacle on the foreground, which makes difficult for the viewer to get to the background. While here, you have an open foreground and then it becomes more crowded as you go into the picture, as you go beyond, and that's why I think personally works. I don't know, you might agree, disagree. Let me know what you think down in the comment. I mean, I don't know if I'm just telling a bunch of BS on everything, but that's what I wanted to do. I mean, I go through the pictures and I would like you to comment on what I'm saying. Am I wrong? Am I right? Just tell me your opinion. Keeping going here, what I've seen, this is a good example of how to make something interesting out of something which would be uninteresting. I mean, it's just, I guess, a bicycle going on a road. There's not too much interest in these, but what I think that works pretty nicely is the motion that is in the picture. Basically, is the contrast between the blurriness and the speed of the school bus versus the stillness, I mean, I don't know if it's even a word, of the background. And Todd did this on purpose, so big thumbs up for you. This is a correct way to experiment with your photography, shutter speed, aperture, just get crazy, and then you might get up with something like that. So good example of how to study motion. And for all of you out there that want to really better connect with how to use motion to your advantage, I suggest you to check out the work of Ernst Haas. It's an amazing photographer who did a big study on motion photography, and it's pretty much endless the amount of good work that he put together by taking subjects while they were moving at low shutter speed. The last picture that I will discuss with you, just to keep it short, is this one. Now, why I think this one works while the other don't? First of all, you feel the frame much more, so the subject appears bigger, we can clearly see what is it about, but then look how clean and simple this photo is. You have one subject, and look at how many colors we have. Basically, we have three colors. We have the white, which is basically a non-color, and then you have the green of this foliage, which comes in and it's out of focus, so it's a good compositional element to create separation between background and foreground. And then you have the redness of the head of this bird, which I don't know which bird it is, you can let me know down in the comments, and I think it works pretty well because again you create a minimalistic look. So again, less is more, reduced color palette, a simpler composition, all the attention is drawn onto the subject and the subject feels much better your frame. So I guess these were what I wanted to say. So Todd, keep up the good work and please come back to the Newpix community and let us know how you progress, if you can implement any of the suggestions that I can give to you and the others can give to you, and I would like to see again your work maybe in a few months. So hit back to us and probably we'll do another photo review and we can all appreciate better how you should learn and improve. And here we are at the end of Youpix, where we showcase your work and everyone can learn from anyone. So if you want to be featured on the next episode, remember to subscribe and put a link down into the comment section, drop me a message and support the channel, put a thumbs up, subscribe if you like what I'm doing. Don't forget to follow me also on Facebook at facebook.com/newpixphoto. In the meantime, remember to shoot, learn and improve because that's what we make on Newpix and that's what makes us better photographers always. So I hope you stick around. I'll see you next time. Take care.
Fingers